he wrote his own epitaph. দাঁড়াও পথিকপর জন্ম যদি তব বঙ্গে, তিষ্ঠ ক্ষণকাল এ সমাধিস্থলে জননীর কোলে, শিশুলভ হয় যে মতি বিরাম, মহির পদে মহানিদ্রাবৃত দত্ত কুলোদ্ভব কবি মধুসূদন। যশোরে সাগরদাড়ি কবতক্ষ তীরে জন্মভূমি, জন্মদাতা দত্ত মহামতি রাজনারায়ণ নামে জননী জাহ্নবী. There are writers who fit comfortably into their times, and then there are writers whose very existence unsettles power. Michael Madhusudan Dutt was the latter. Had he been alive today, his pen would have been policed, his satire labelled dangerous, his Meghnad Pod Kabbo dissected for offence rather than genius, because he dared to retell epics from the side of the defeated and to ask questions power never enjoys answering. Born in 1824, Michael Madhusudan Dutt was Bengal's first modern rebel in literature, audacious enough to break tradition, brilliant enough to rebuild it anew. He mastered English when Indians were told they could not. He briefly believed the West would recognize his genius and travelled abroad, chasing an idea rather than comfort. That dream faded quickly, replaced by isolation, poverty, fragile health. It was then that Ishwar Vidyasagar steadfastly sent him money so he could survive, not as charity, but as faith in a mind Bengal could not afford to lose. Yet Michael Madhusudan Dutt's greatest awakening came not in Europe but in return, when he realized that the language he had once abandoned was the one that carried his soul. In Bangabhasha and Bangabhumir Prati, he confesses that regret with searing honesty, and in an act unmatched in Bengali literature, he wrote his own epitaph, the words that still stand carved on his grave, introducing him to eternity, not as an exile but as a son of Bengal. দাঁড়াও পথিকপর জন্ম যদি তব বঙ্গে, তিষ্ঠ ক্ষণকাল এ সমাধিস্থলে জননীর কোলে, শিশুলভ হয় যে মতি বিরাম, মহির পদে মহানিদ্রাবৃত দত্ত কুলোদ্ভব কবি মধুসূদন। যশোরে সাগরদাড়ি কবতক্ষ তীরে জন্মভূমি, জন্মদাতা দত্ত মহামতি রাজনারায়ণ নামে জননী জাহ্নবী. In those lines he reclaimed everything, his land, his language, his lineage. This was the man who introduced blank verse, Omitrakhet Chanda, to the Bengali language, who gave epic literature intellectual muscle, moral ambiguity, modern fire. Michael Madhusudan Dutt did not live safely, he lived truthfully. And because of him, Bengali literature could never again be obedient, small or afraid. This is episode 50, and it is not just a number. It is a reminder that Bengal once dared to think freely and must dare again. Bengal remembers Michael Madhusudan Dutt. Do you?